Hi guys, I'm back for part 2 for healing tower moments and the Richter scale. Oh my, part 2. My phone just like cut out in the middle of the last one. So anyways, this isn't going to go for much longer, but so like I was saying, this is, so what the message of the universe, excuse me, I can't stop yawning. The message the universe is trying to get out to you guys is that when you start to have those little tremors and those little like fluctuations on that energetic Richter scale, for earthquakes, and like things start, like, how can I explain it? Okay, so when you feel like you start having to like force or push things, and it starts like the flow of it is getting tougher and tougher. Okay, and the example I'm being led to use is I was in the restaurant industry for like years. I bartended for like, 6 years or something like that, 7 years. And so it was like cool, and like it was like when I first started bartending, I was like I was still traumatized from being married to my ex-husband. He's a severe narcissistic personality. And so there was like a lot of, mental abuse, emotional abuse, and financial abuse in that situation. So I was like really like, I like the easiest way to put it is I like lost my magic. I totally lost my magic. So anyways, it took me a really long time to like even like feel how like to feel open enough to like make friends or like feel like comfortable in my own skin. Okay, we'll put it that way. And like not even feel comfortable in my own skin, like begin to feel comfortable. It took quite a while for me to even like begin to feel comfortable in my own skin. So I like started, and I had been in the service industry for a very long time before that, but like as I was getting back into it, I was serving, and like that was kind of like helping me get my mojo back and like whatever. And then like I had the opportunity to bartend, and because it was like more of a one-on-one thing where I had to like engage with customers rather than like a table full of people, I had to engage with people sometimes like very one-on-one, like sitting at the bar and there wouldn't be a lot of people around, and you got to carry on a conversation and be pleasant and be confident in yourself. And so it was like really, really tough for me in the beginning. Anyways, the point of this is that as I got more comfortable and things like that, and I really started to like love bartending, and I really like got into the craft and the art, the art of bartending, like the art of making craft cocktails and old school cocktails. Old school cocktails are my specialty. Anyways, as I started to really like flourish, I, like wanted like more hours, better shifts, yada, 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 this and that. And it was like the harder I tried to get, like the better shifts or work at busier places or, just the more I like tried to really delve into bartending and like put like my focus and attention into like bartending and being like the best old school cocktail maker or craft cocktail maker. I mean, yes, it's great as a hobby for me, but the more I tried to do it as a profession, it was like the harder it got. Like I don't know, it was just crazy. It was like the more like disruptive customers I started to have to deal with, and like I would like, not only be working at one bar, I'd be working at like one or two or something at the same time. Or like I would go get a job somewhere and then they'd be like, oh yeah, you can, it's like really busy here and this and that. It would be like total bullshit. Or, I mean, I remember like one of the last places I worked at, like I think it was my third day, like like my third day on a shift by myself. I only trained for 2 other shifts, but like my first like by myself shift, like one of the third ones, and like a customer like literally just reached across the bar and like grabbed my boob. You know what I mean? Like that was an indicator right there. Like, I should have been saying like fuck this shit, but I didn't. I kept pushing forward and trying to find like a better place with like better clientele and like better money and busier, and it was like the harder I tried and the more I tried to like get to like a better place. Yeah, the place may have had a better reputation, but it was like the customer base was less, or like it would be less busy, and like the less money I was bringing in, or I'd be dealing with bullshit in other aspects of the restaurant I was at, and like whatever. But the point is the harder I pushed, the like worse it got. So I was having all these little tower moments and not realizing that the universe was like, get out of this industry, like get out of here. Like literally kicking me in the ass, trying to get me out of that industry. And it's not that the industry is bad. By all means, it is not. It was not in alignment with my purpose. It wasn't meant for me to do. Okay? And it wasn't meant for me to do like anymore. And it was great when I started, and it was great for a while. But then it had like served its purpose, run its course. And the universe was literally kicking my ass to be like, go get out of here, go do something else. And I just wasn't listening. And so I eventually had like a very, very large tower moment where I was just like, you know what? And it was actually this past spring. Like I was at an amazing place. Like, the owner of the place is killer. Like, it was everything I wanted. I was going to be outside for the summer. It was supposed to be, like, super, super busy. And then I just got, like, hit with, like tower thing, like, tower moment after tower moment after tower moment within, like, such a short time within the place. And it was just, like, such a struggle and such a pain in my ass that it was, like, not even worth it to pursue or fight for it or whatever, because if something's meant to be, you don't have to fight for it like that. You don't have to like cling at it. You shouldn't have to. It should flow. It should flow to you. It should flow easily. It should just come in naturally the way it's supposed to when it's meant for you. And we have these tower moments because it's the universe like literally grabbing you by the shoulders and being like, wake up, and like shaking you as it says this. So the message from my guides is like, listen to the small little tremors on the Richter scale, and that way you won't have to experience the big giant tower moments, especially the traumatic ones, the ones that are like positive, where you have like an awakening or an epiphany, or like a really like beautiful realization, something like that. Those are gonna be profound regardless. But if you want to avoid like where the tower moment presents as like a negative thing in order to get you to the positive thing, just try to listen. The universe is always speaking. It speaks to you through little events like that. It speaks to you through other people, the way they speak to you, the things they say, their actions, little synchronicities and things like that, and signs. And like I said, we all are receptive to that. We all have the gift to recognize them. Don't believe what they told you when you were growing up and they said, oh, you're crazy, or that's in your imagination, or no. If you know it in your gut, trust yourself. Like, trust yourself. Like, you are your best, your intuition is your best antenna. It's like your best antenna, guiding you to the right direction. That's your soul speaking to you, okay? That's the universe trying to speak to you to, like, navigate you and, into the course that you're meant to be in. And essentially that's what tower moments are. It's like a course correction. Like, it's like the universe telling you, like, all right, you're headed in the wrong direction. Abort, abort, abort. So That's the message for today, kids. All right. I love you and good night, guys. Thanks so much.